Nice. Okay. Hi, honeys. How's everybody doing? Damn, Crystal, that's crazy. Yeah, she is. Oh, the black one? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm trying to brush my teeth. Oh, hello. Hold on, honey. Hi, big. What sounds weird? You're funny. Meow. Hi. Oh my god. Guys, yes. Cameras. Well, I'm in my room, so. You're fine, Bean. Were you hiding? Right. So, what is everyone doing right now? Yes, honeys. So, do you guys believe that Trump doesn't know anything about the Epstein files? Do you guys believe that? Because I sure in hell don't. Mm-hmm. Let me see.
I couldn't be more excited to announce our next generation version of our Marin boots and our Bulldog boots. First and foremost, we upgraded our leather to a USA barnyard-resistant leather sourced from Texas hides. That leather can withstand manure and urine in the harshest of environments. Next, we have a new slip-and oil-resistant.
Get hooked up with Cash App Card. Just add an offer and save instantly when you pay.
And apparently 2,000 people who live for NASA are also resigning last week.
That's interesting. From NASA?
Yeah, they said because of pay cuts. Yeah, look it up online. They say it's because of pay cuts. I don't think so. Yeah, 2,000 of the senior people at NASA are apparently resigning. The FBI are resigning. Why?
I completely agree with you. I think it's been so disappointing is an understatement. I think it's very insulting. Specifically the way that Trump spoke about it. Are you still talking about this guy? As if there's something inappropriate or strange or incorrect about inquiring about justice for you and these other victims, and to know the truth about the people running this world. For me.
So, Widget, what do you imply by wanted to be back to power hide, want to be back in power to hide information? What do you mean by that? Hi, Bug. Yeah. I don't know if I get it right. Hi, Bug. You're pretty. Thank you. I don't know if I should. What? I didn't even see all the previous messages. Yeah. I love that perfume. Yeah, it's some cheap perfume that I got from Mimosa, whatever you call that little Japanese store. Yeah. It's some little store. And I have parents. I had the biggest room in my apartment, and my mom and dad had the smallest room. I'm glad I have parents like them, but it's also hard to care of a big room. Alright. Starship. Well, getting church members shouldn't be on your top priority list. Are you what? Trans? Yes. Exactly. You don't have to go to church just to get to heaven. Hi, Serenity. So, you're right. Mm-hmm. Who's rejecting though? Because at the end of the day, by the way, depressed one only. When you say no hate, typically 98% of the time it is hate. So whatever question that you're trying to ask, obviously my YouTube filters are blocking out your question, so it is hate. I've already said that I'm trans. Anything else besides that, it's irrelevant. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it is hate. But you can't reject and make it into heaven, but you can go to heaven without going to church. So it's always 3 a.m. the witching hour. Right? Yes. Hi, Journey. Oh my god. So, do you guys believe that Trump doesn't know anything about the Jeffrey Epstein files? Do you guys think that? Hi, Kate. Hi, Danny. Hi, Gilly. I'm doing pretty good, Shannon. What about you? I think Emma needs to be booted out with that Alexis person. So, what do you guys think about Trump, Donald J. Trump, trying to claim, well, it's actually all lies. First, they try to say there was Epstein files, and then they try to say there wasn't, and now they're trying to say it was. So, what do you guys believe? Do you guys think that Trump knows anything about the Epstein files? Because I sure in hell think he does. Because I'm watching a video right here in the background with one of the Jeffrey Epstein survivors. So, how are you going to sit there and have the head of Department of Defense of the United States trying to lie on public media to the whole entire United States, trying to say there wasn't no such thing as the Jeffrey Epstein files? But yet again, I'm watching a survivor from the Jeffrey Epstein files. So, and by the way, too, you guys, if you guys want to see the full video of the women, well, let's just say one of the women from the Jeffrey Epstein files, take a look at my YouTube. My YouTube channel has a link. Well, it has a link inside the community post that shows the full video of the Jeffrey Epstein files victim survivor. So, how does he know where Iran is hiding things but didn't know about the file? Right? Exactly. Hi, Izzy. He's a liar. Again, I'm a sensualist, but on the other hand, sorry, honeys. Yeah. Slit my eyebrows? You talking about you talking about cutting a line in them? Oh, definitely not. Never. And your point is, Starship? Am I transgender? No. I'm transsexual, but not transgender. Hi, Claudia. Pronounce she and her. Are you trying to talk shit, Daylena? Pronouns are beautiful. Thank you, honeys. Okay. No, not really. I doubt that, honeys. Okay, but again, what's your point, Starship? And thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Yes. So, do you guys honestly believe that Donald Trump, doesn't know anything about the Jeffrey Epstein files? Do you honestly think that, he's telling the truth, saying there is no such thing as Jeffrey Epstein files? Because again, at the end of the day, I'm watching a survivor from the Jeffrey Epstein files. Well, that's only one of the things he's doing. Hi, Kumar. Yeah, he does, Crystal, but, again, I'm a centralist. At the end of the day, somebody's going to have to pay the price. Jeanette, I don't know what that means. Sounds like a trolling question to me. Beautiful. Thank you, Avery. Why I changed my gender? To match what I feel and to match what I actually want to align with. Am I trans? Yes. Are you trying to troll right now, Crystal? Are you gonna pay for it, Sonia? If you want to pay for it, sure. Crystal, are you turning into a rogue mod? So why would you say a trolling comment? Hi, AC. I don't know, Crystal. Why would you want me to make you think that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. Why remove comments about gender? Because everybody knows I'm trans. So the people who are asking right now, they're just trolls. So. Oh well. Yeah, but the thing is, Rando, what you gotta know and understand, there's better things to do besides walking into a brand new stream that you don't know nothing about. And the first thing you're talking about, are you trans? It's kind of rude. It really is. It really is kind of rude. There's no hi, how are you? This or that, whatever the case is. It's rude. You know, if you want to know questions about gender and about transsexualism, okay, yeah, sure, I'm willing to answer them. But at the end of the day, it still has to do with respect. So, hi, honeys. I'm trans too. Yes, yes, Lily X. Hi, Bess. iPad. Hi, Louise. Hi, Mills. I don't know what that is, Crystal, and I don't really care. Yeah, exactly. They ask dumb things for attention. I'm a ladyboy from India. Yes, Jay. Almost 2 decades ago. Mm-hmm. Yes, honeys. I don't know. I don't know nothing about India. Be careful. Why would I be careful? Everybody on YouTube has their chest showing. Exactly, Lexi. Yeah, Crystal, you're fine, honeys. Hi, Parky. Mm-hmm. Am I trans? I'm a transsexual. Your boobs are so big, glittery. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So another troll on here. Let's read another troll's comments. You want to see another troll's comments? Okay. So Tracy M says, You're looking for validation. Who says that? I'm not looking for validation. I don't give a fuck what you think, Tracy. I'm not looking for validation at all. I know I'm a biological male. So, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what you think. Anyways, but you don't need it when you own what God made you. So, Tracy, you're going to tell me that you don't believe that God and your spirits made a whole entire game plan for the rest of your life, or the whole entire life that you're living on planet Earth? Yeah, no. I've already answered that question, Dominic. Yes, honey, I am trans. So, how is everyone doing, honeys? Let God punish your mother, B, for giving birth to you. You little trolls think you smart, huh? You think you smart trying to talk all that shit on my comments, huh? Ain't gonna work. You doing site? Yes.
Everyday products will bring no.
7 days to change my name? What? Oh, YouTube? Yeah, probably. Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't changed my name on YouTube for a while. Why is everyone giving all this hate on a Sunday? Because they're fake pieces of crap. Yeah, exactly, Big Widget. They just want attention. They want attention that their mommy and daddy never gave to them. Mm-hmm. Type of Bible verse for you? You mean for everybody in here, Scott? If it's just for me because I'm trans, I will kick you. I have a video on my profile, Flores. Make sure, Mod, that you go ahead and do the big R for the people who you're kicking out, please. For everyone? Okay, yeah, for everyone, sure. Alright. Exactly. Exactly, Widget. I'm tired. Well, yeah, Brooke. That's the thing. They want to get attention from trans women because they watch trans women. They watch trans women porn on Pornhub and XXX videos. Y'all play games? Yeah, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Fallout, Need for Speed, Dead or Alive, or Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Ask a question? As long as it's respectful, yes. Robots, yes. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Yeah. Your mom plays with Turbo Shock 5000s? Man, she's a freaky ass bitch, huh? Lord, I don't know who that is. And gender? She and her. Transsexual woman. Call a booty. Call a booty. What's on my neck? Necklace or chain? I'm like so tired right now. Alright, you guys. We're gonna be going ahead and ending this in a couple minutes. Okay. Yeah, people like you, Toast, that are cowards and that gotta be bullies and, harass people. Here's the difference, Toast House. People always talk about people behind their back. You know what you call those people? Pieces of shit cowards like you, Toast House. And pieces of shit cowards like you will never amount to nothing. People like you will never, ever, ever get anything serious in this world. Thank you, tired zombie. Do I like women? Yes. If you dated somebody, would you make them bisexual? Well, okay, so here's the thing. Hold on one second, you guys. Thank you, Ems. So here's my philosophy. Here's my ideology, right? If you are a trans woman that still has a penis and you are trying to date a guy that wants to touch your penis and wants to stroke your penis and suck your penis and fuck your penis, right? That fool's gay. That dude that you're dating that calls himself straight, no, he's not straight. He's gay. He's either gay or he's bisexual. If you're a trans woman that has a penis and you are reporting for what? You're a fucking idiot. Same thing with your parents for having you. If you are a trans woman that has a penis, right? And you're dating a male, again, same shit, has to touch the private areas, whatever. But you still take the D. Okay, yeah, well, I guess bi. I guess the person's bi, whatever. Best not to judge strangers unless they're disrespectful. Yeah, you're fine. That's Lily. So then, if you are a trans woman that has a vagina and you're with a male, well, technically, I don't even know. How would you probably classify that? You have a vagina and he has a hot dog, so maybe it's like a straight sex scenario, but at the end of the day, you're still a biological male. If you are turning 12 next month, then you need a parent supervision with you on this stream. Just letting you know. But like I'm saying, if you are a trans woman and you have a vagina as a trans woman, again, yeah, it could be heterosexual sex, but at the end of the day, you're still a biological male. And you have the most bitch ass attitude, Monty, in the Guinness Book of World Records. At the end of the day, trust me, I know females that have a worse, or not worse, but deeper voice than me. So, oh well. I see women, that's all that matters. Exactly. Right. Right. How does surgery work? What kind of surgery are you talking about? Bottom surgery, top surgery? Which surgery are you talking about? Top surgery, it's the same thing with women. You do breast implants. I don't have top surgery. I never had top surgery. Bottom surgery, you make a penis into a vagina. If you do a penile skin inversion, you literally turn the penis shaft inside out like a sock, and that becomes your vagina cavity. If you do a colonoplasty, you make the colon tissue into a vaginal cavity. So there's actually quite a bit of different ways. You can also make the ball sack into a vaginal cavity. There's different ways, yes. Let them be ignorant, right? How do you pee when you have bottom surgery? Well, it's the same thing as a woman. You sit down. You have to sit down and pee. Stop biting your nails. I'm not biting them, honey. Makeup, no. You know, it's funny, Kaden. You know, your parents gave up on you half on your life. It actually is a vagina, Jimmy. It might be a man-made vagina, but it's still a vagina. Do they sedate you for bottom surgery? Yes. You are asleep. You are under anesthesia, so yes, you are asleep. Do I wear earrings? Yes. I don't know you enough, MG. Petro's really right. Are the boobs real? Yes. I literally just said it is, Snake. A penile version is a penis turned inside out. I literally just said that. You're trying to troll, but you're making yourself look like a damn idiot. Whatever, Katie. You want to keep talking shit about my speech impediment? Okay, sure. Yeah. What does it matter, Katie? You just gotta correct everything I say, right? Thank you, Tire Zombie. You guys asked what the vagina surgery is, and I'm literally telling you what it is. And so... Hi, Debbie! Hi, honeys. So, let me ask you a question, Jay. So, why do you have to bring children into this situation? Are you trying to act like all trans people are pedophiles and molesters? You're a piece of shit, Jay Anderson. And I hope you know that. You know, real transsexuals like myself, we do use those restrooms. And for some piece of shit like you that wants to bring children into the concept here, you need to understand. You need to stop being a fucking retard and take your head out of your ass. And you need to stop watching all those TikTok and Instagram and YouTube videos and actually figure out that there is a difference between transgender and transsexual. Not all of us is a Lily Tino. Not all of us is a Dylan Mulvaney. So at the end of the day, again, stop targeting trans people as pedophiles and molesters. It's not just a question. You're asking me if I go in a bathroom with a fucking kid. Are you disgusted? You're a fucking retard. You're a fucking retard. You're a disrespectful piece of shit, Jay. And I hope you know that. You're a disrespectful piece of shit. What does a child in the restroom has to do with a real transsexual? There's a difference between real transsexuals and transgenders, but you're just too fucking stupid and you're too much of a fucking retard to actually understand that. Aren't you, Jay? See, again, take your head out of your ass, put on your fucking glasses like I have, watch real transsexuals, and I guarantee you, real transsexuals that use the women's restrooms, real transsexual women, there is no issues with kids and moms in the fucking women's restroom. You're a disgusting, pathetic piece of shit. Exactly, toxic. Why people gotta bring kids into this? Because they're a pedophile. Jay's a pedophile. I guess the truth hurts. Because you're a fucking pedophile, Jay. Thank you, Randy. Am I religious? I believe in God. Something that Jay doesn't do. Jay's a satanic. So if I'm using a public restroom that's designed for women, if there's a child in there, so what? I go to a fucking stall, you fucking retard. What does it matter if there's a child in there? I go to the stall and I pee and shit. I literally go into the stall to pee and shit. What does it matter? So you're going to say that... So, you know what? I'm going to ask this pedophile Jay a question here. Pedophile Jay Anderson, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question here. MG, you can pray over all of us. Pedophile Jay, come back in here. I'm going to ask you a question here. And Jay's more than dumb. He's a fucking pedophile. He's a molester. Takes a molester mind to actually think of something like that. So, pedophile Jay, come back in here. I'm going to ask you a question because I'm sick and tired of stupid ass retards like you try to group us all as pedophiles and child molesters. So, many times out of 10 kids are influenced by transgenders, Jay, not by transsexuals. Again, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Transsexuals and transgenders are two separate things, Jay. But you're just too fucking stupid to realize that. Again, you're over here jacking off your 3-inch penis to Pornhub on fucking transgenders that have implanted tits with a 10-inch penis fucking some dude. That's exactly what the fuck you're doing. You're stupid as fuck, Jay. People like you are the ones that irritate me with your pedophile comments, your molester comments. So let me ask you a question, Jay. You're stupid as fuck. You're over here assuming things. Talking about, oh, you need to accept. I don't give a fuck about you, Jay. I don't give a fuck about your acceptance. So let me ask you a question, Jay, pedophile Jay. Right, tire zombies? It's the transgenders. A lot of the transgenders are the ones that's trying to influence kids to transition. Yeah, you're sick as fuck, Jay. Fuck you and your mom, bitch. So let me ask you a question, Jay. So, are you gonna have the same philosophy when a trans man uses a restroom? So, according to pedophiles like Jay, right? Jay wants biological sex to use the gender restroom that they were born as birth, right? So let me remind you, you have a trans man that's literally 4 to 5 times bigger than I am. And you want these men to be using restrooms with your daughter, right? Yeah, you can put yourself in hell, you piece of shit. You want to be Nets, Katie? I can have you join Jay. I can have you join that pedophile Jay if you want. You know what also I can use, Mr. White? Hold on, Mons. Hold on, Mons. I have a good one for Mr. White. You know what else I can use to go pee, Mr. White? Your mom's vagina. Or your daddy's dick. You have something else to say, Mr. White? You fucking transphobic, racist piece of shit. Alright, MG. People like Jay needs to be arrested. People like Jay, mods, all the mods that's in this channel, I'm hoping that you guys report Jay, report him to Google, report him to YouTube. People like Jay needs to get the fuck off of YouTube and be put behind bars. Then get the fuck out, Jessica. Bye. Go join Jay. Go join the bullies. You know, you want to be a piece of shit and try to stand up for bullies that call trans people pedophiles and molesters? Go join Jay, Jessica, you fucking cunt. Alright. You know, it's so sad when people come onto the streams and they're over here fucking judging and trying to miss things. Of course. Exactly. It's so, well, like I'm trying to say, chat. It's so sad when people come on here like Jessica wants to assume things that they don't know. I don't know. And report for harassment. Zills. There's nothing to report on. Right? Sabrina show. Yes, honeys. I'm just chilling right now, you guys. I'm just chilling. Report me for being beautiful, right? Because they can't get a fucking woman that would actually take them. How do you get more XP? I love your laugh. Thank you, honeys. You know, and it's so sad, you guys. It really is. It's so fucking sad. It's called Jessica. Yes, honeys. You know, and it's so sad how people think that all trans people that use the women's restrooms are molesters and pedophiles. You know, at the end of the day, okay, if a child is in the women's restroom, what's the fucking point? Sometimes there is kids in the women's restroom. What's the point? You go in there and you shit and you piss. You shit and you piss. See, us real transsexuals, we don't go in there taking videos and pictures of trans women or kids. You go in there to shit and piss. Because he's a stalker, Bernice. I'll block him and report him to Instagram. Also report him to cyberbullying on the government's website too, because there's actually a government website where you can actually report cyberbullying. But then again, I'm thinking Bernice is probably that person. Yeah, it's a burner account. My girlfriend's parents don't see her as their daughter, so that means she's trans in. Wait a minute, wait. My girlfriend's parent. You're saying girlfriend's parents, but now you're saying her boyfriend. What the fuck is all up? Y'all motherfuckers swingers? So anyways, back to the bathroom topic. Okay? It's a woman's bathroom. You're gonna expect a woman, a mom, to leave her kids out of the bathroom? No. You're a funny, big widget. So, just because a mom brings her kids into the bathroom, we're not allowed in the bathroom. Real transsexuals are not allowed in the bathroom. So, you fuckery idiots want us to use the men's restroom when there's full grown-ass men, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", that's over there going to try to rape us in the men's restroom just because there's kids in the women's restroom. You know how stupid that sounds? You know how idiotic that sounds? You know how much of a pedophile-ish comment that sounds? That's a pedophile statement that you haters are making right now. Exactly. Exactly. You're trans masculine, but I still use a female. Yeah, exactly. Just because there's youth, kids in a bathroom, does not mean that a real transsexual cannot use a fucking bathroom. It's stupid as fuck. You go in there to shit. You're shitting and pissing. In a women's bathroom, there is no stalls. So when people like this creep, thank you 503. So when creeps and trolls and haters try to say some pedophile accusations like that, I'm over here thinking in my head, how's that possible? There's no stalls in the women's restrooms. Women do not stand up and pee. They have a vagina. There is no stalls in a women's restroom. When you go into a women's restroom, you sit down and you pee. You sit down and you go shit. You take a fat shit in the toilets and you pee. You take a fat piss in the toilet. You pee and you shit. Just because there's kids washing their hands or drying their hands with their moms, you're going to make a pedophile molester allegation against trans people because they're passing and go into a stall to shit and piss. You people are fucking disgusting. We literally go in there and shit and piss. But when you get done shitting or pissing, you wash your fucking hands because you don't want to be a nasty bitch over here wiping your fucking shitty asshole or wiping your transsexual woman vagina or some cases penis and over here touching everything in the store. No. You get out, you wash your fucking hands, and you get out of the bathroom. Stupid. Right, Avery? I don't poop in public. I try to avoid it, honestly. I really do. I try to avoid pooping in public. Now, if it really, I'm going to show you guys something. If I really need to go poop in public, I have a little plan. I have wipies. If I ever need to poop in public, carry yourself some wipies. Get a Ziploc bag and carry yourself some wipies. I always keep wipies. I always keep wipies in my purse. Always. I always keep wipies in my purse. But if I can avoid shitting in public, I won't shit in public if I can avoid it. I don't know, chat. Some people are just such ignorant assholes. Okay, honeys. Come back anytime, bud. Do they stay wet and not dry out? Yes, of course. That's why they're in a bag. I keep my wipies in a bag so they don't dry out. Exactly, honeys. Okay. I gotta change. Yes, honeys. So, if you are a woman that uses wipies for whatever reason, you can put them inside of a Ziploc bag. Okay. Thank you. So I never timed you out, big widget. You know, and it's just it's so stupid too. You know, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of these haters, these trolls, try to be like, oh, well, you know, the kids in the bathrooms, they're gonna see you in there, and then they're gonna question the mom of what you are and why you in there, blah 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 blah. Okay, so you're gonna sit here and tell me that kids don't be questioning their parents what the fuck we are when they see us walking into Walmart? So stupid. As like, chat, do you agree with my statement? So a lot of the haters, there's two separate types of female bathroom haters. There's the ones that think you do sexual molestation or pedo things, and then the other ones will think that you will go into the bathroom, and these kids are going to be wondering and curious what the fuck you are. So when you're walking around a store, you don't think kids look at trans people and wondering what the fuck we are? So stupid. It doesn't matter if you're in a bathroom. It doesn't matter if you were in a fucking sales floor. At the end of the day, the kids are still gonna see a trans person if they don't pass 100%, and they're gonna ask their parents what the fuck they are. So stupid. So stupid. At the end of the day, these people are transphobic. Seriously. Oh, and by the way, chat, I have a petition that's out on my YouTube channel to ban people's devices on IPs. So yeah, for YouTube, to ban people's devices off of YouTube. So if you guys agree with that, go to my YouTube community post, and yeah. Alright, guys. Yeah, they do. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna be going to bed. Love you guys, and have a good morning. Have a good evening. And we'll stream on the next one. When did you find out you're trans? Well, when did I find out that I wanted to be a girl? 5 or 6. Okay, guys. So we're going to be going, okay? Love you guys. I've already did that earlier, 5:03. Okay. Bye, babies.